the vast expanse of the cosmos, amidst the swirling nebulae and distant stars, a small scout vessel from the United Alliance of Planets approached a mysterious planet on the edge of known space. The planet, known only as Terra to the interstellar community, had long been considered a death world by alien races across the galaxy, a place where life thrived in harsh conditions that would be lethal to most beings. On board the scout vessel, Captain Thalor stood at the viewport, his many eyes scanning the planet below. The reports of Terra's deadly reputation had intrigued him ever since the Alliance received distress signals from a downed spacecraft on the planet's surface. Thalor, a seasoned explorer with decades of experience in encountering new species, was eager to uncover the truth behind the Deathworlders of Terra. As the scout vessel descended through the planet's atmosphere, the crew marveled at the sheer diversity of life forms that thrived on the planet's surface. Towering trees stretched towards the sky, their leaves a vibrant green that shimmered in the sunlight. Strange creatures moved through the dense undergrowth, their colorful scales glinting in the shadows. The landing site of the downed spacecraft came into view, a clearing in the forest where the alien vessel lay in a twisted heap of metal and sparking wires. Thalor and his team donned their environmental suits, preparing to venture out onto the death world for the first time. Stepping out onto the planet's surface, Thalor felt a sense of unease wash over him. The air was thick with humidity, and strange sounds echoed through the trees. As they approached the downed spacecraft, the crew noticed signs of a struggle, scorch marks on the ground, broken branches, and strange tracks leading off into the forest. Thalor knelt down to examine the tracks, his keen eyes picking out details that others might have missed. The tracks were like nothing he had ever seen before, a mix of clawed imprints and strange patterns that seemed to defy logic. What could have made these tracks? One of the crew members asked, his voice tinged with fear. Thalor rose to his full height, his many eyes scanning the forest around them. Whatever it was, it is unlike anything we have encountered before. We must proceed with caution. As they followed the tracks deeper into the forest, Thalor noticed a shift in the atmosphere. The sounds of the forest grew louder, the air heavy with the scent of danger. Suddenly, a group of creatures burst from the undergrowth, their claws extended and teeth bared in a menacing display. Thalor's crew raised their weapons, ready to defend themselves against the unknown creatures. But before they could react, a figure emerged from the shadows, moving with a grace and speed that was both beautiful and terrifying. The figure was a Deathworlder, a being from Terra itself. Standing over 7 feet tall, its muscular frame rippled with strength. Its skin was a deep shade of olive green, covered in intricate tattoos that seemed to tell a story of battles fought and victories won. Thalor felt a surge of awe and fear as he beheld the Deathworlder before him. This being, born and bred on a planet of unforgiving landscapes and ferocious creatures, possessed a power and presence that he had never encountered before. The Deathworlder spoke in a guttural language that Thalor's translator struggled to decipher. But the message was clear. They were on the Deathworlder's territory now, and they would either prove themselves worthy of respect or face the consequences. As Thalor looked into the fierce eyes of the Deathworlder, he knew that their journey on Terra was only beginning. The power of the Deathworlders was unlike anything the Alliance had ever encountered, and Thalor could not shake the feeling that they were mere children playing in a realm of giants. And so, the alliance between the United Alliance of Planets and the Deathworlders of Terra began. A fragile bond forged in the fire of discovery and the power of the unknown. As Captain Thalor and his crew faced the challenges ahead, they knew that they would never be the same again. As the alliance between the United Alliance of Planets and the Deathworlders of Terra grew stronger, Captain Thalor and his crew found themselves facing a series of trials that tested their limits and pushed them to their very brink. The Deathworlders of Terra, with their unmatched strength and resilience, led the Alliance on a journey of discovery and danger that would change the course of history. Thalor and his crew, guided by the Deathworlder known as Rin, ventured deep into the heart of Terra's untamed wilderness. They encountered deadly predators, formidable challenges, and a harsh environment that seemed intent on testing their every skill and resolve. One day, while exploring a dense jungle teeming with life, the crew stumbled upon a group of hostile creatures that seemed intent on attacking them. Thalor and his team raised their weapons, ready to defend themselves, but before they could act, Rin stepped forward with a calm confidence that belied the danger they faced. With a series of fluid movements, Rin dispatched the creatures with a speed and precision that left the Alliance crew in awe. It was clear that the Deathworlders possessed skills and abilities that far surpassed anything the Alliance had encountered before. Thalor approached Rin, his eyes filled with respect and admiration. "You are truly a remarkable being, Rin. Your abilities are nothing short of extraordinary." Rin nodded, his gaze unwavering. "We Deathworlders have adapted to our harsh environment through centuries of struggle and survival. It is a part of who we are." As they continued their journey through Terra's wilderness, Thalor and his crew learned more about the ways of the Deathworlders. They witnessed feats of strength and endurance that defied belief, and they marveled at the resourcefulness and ingenuity of their new allies. One day, as they journeyed through a rocky canyon filled with treacherous obstacles, disaster struck. A sudden rockslide trapped a member of Thalor's crew beneath a pile of debris, leaving them in a desperate situation with no way to escape. Thalor and Rin sprang into action, working together to free their comrade from the rubble. Their combined strength and determination proved to be a formidable force, and after a harrowing struggle, they managed to rescue their crewmate from certain death. As they emerged from the canyon, battered but triumphant, Thalor felt a newfound sense of respect and gratitude towards the Deathworlders. Their power and resilience had saved the day, and Thalor knew that he could no longer underestimate the strength of his new allies. "The Deathworlders of Terra are truly a force to be reckoned with," Thalor said, his voice filled with awe. "We have much to learn from them, and much to gain from this alliance." Rin nodded, his gaze steady and unwavering. "Together, we can overcome any challenge that comes our way. The power of the Deathworlders is not to be underestimated, and the United Alliance of Planets will benefit greatly from our partnership." And so, as Captain Thalor and his crew continued their journey through the wilds of Terra, they knew that the trials they faced would only strengthen their bond with the Deathworlders and pave the way for a future filled with discovery, danger, the power of the unknown. As the alliance between the United Alliance of Planets and the Deathworlders of Terra deepened, whispers of a looming threat began to spread across the galaxy. Rumors of a powerful enemy, known only as the Voidborn, reached the ears of Captain Thalor and his crew, stirring fear and uncertainty among the interstellar community. The Voidborn were a mysterious and formidable race, feared for their advanced technology and ruthless tactics. They had been expanding their influence across the cosmos, leaving destruction and chaos in their wake. Now, their sights were set on Terra, a planet that had long stood as a beacon of strength and resilience in the face of adversity. Thalor knew that the alliance between the United Alliance of Planets and the Deathworlders would be put to the ultimate test in the coming battle. As they prepared for the impending conflict, he witnessed the Deathworlders of Terra in a new light, warriors whose power and tenacity could rival even the most fearsome adversaries. The day of reckoning arrived as the forces of the Voidborn descended upon Terra, their ships blotting out the skies with their dark presence. Thalor and his crew stood shoulder to shoulder with the Deathworlders, ready to defend their newfound allies and the planet that had become a second home to them. The battle that ensued was unlike anything Thalor had ever experienced. Blasts of energy crackled through the air, ships clashed in fierce combat, and the ground trembled beneath the onslaught of the Voidborn forces. The Deathworlders fought with a ferocity and determination that struck fear into the hearts of their enemies, their primal instincts honed through centuries of survival on Terra. Thalor watched in awe as Rin and his fellow Deathworlders unleashed their full power upon the enemy, their strength and resilience proving to be a formidable weapon in the face of overwhelming odds. Together, they stood as a united front against the relentless tide of the Voidborn, refusing to yield even in the face of despair. Amidst the chaos and destruction, Thalor realized the true power of the Deathworlders. Their unity, their courage, and their unwavering determination to protect their homeworld was a force that could not be underestimated. In the midst of the battle, a bond formed between the Alliance and the Deathworlders that transcended mere friendship. It was a shared purpose, a shared destiny forged in the fires of war. As the last remnants of the Voidborn forces were driven back, defeated and broken, a sense of victory and relief swept over the battlefield. Thalor knew that the battle for Terra was won, but he also understood that the true test lay in the future, in the long road ahead, filled with challenges and uncertainties, but also with the promise of unity and strength. And so, as the dust settled, and the echoes of battle faded away, Captain Thalor and the Deathworlders of Terra stood united, their bond stronger than ever as they faced a galaxy that would never be the same again. Together they would continue their journey, exploring the depths of the unknown and proving that the power of the Deathworlders could overcome any obstacle in their path. In the aftermath of the decisive victory over the Voidborn forces, Captain Thalor and the united forces of the United Alliance of Planets and the Deathworlders of Terra found themselves facing a new chapter in their shared journey. The bonds forged in battle had strengthened their alliance, and a newfound sense of hope and unity blossomed among them. As they worked together to rebuild and fortify Terra in the wake of the conflict, Thalor and his crew marveled at the resilience and determination of the Deathworlders. Their indomitable spirit and unwavering commitment to their homeworld inspired all who stood by their side, reminding them of the power of unity and solidarity in the face of adversity. Rin, the steadfast leader of the Deathworlders, stood at Thalor's side as they surveyed the planet's recovery efforts. His gaze was filled with a sense of pride and determination, a silent promise that they would stand strong together, no matter what challenges lay ahead. "Our victory over the Voidborn was a testament to the strength of our alliance," Rin said, his voice resonating with a quiet confidence. "But the galaxy is vast, and there are still threats out there that seek to divide and conquer. We must remain vigilant and united, for our shared future depends on it." Thalor nodded, his respect for the Deathworlders growing with each passing moment. Together, they had faced the darkness and emerged victorious, but he knew that their journey was far from over. New horizons awaited them, filled with possibilities and challenges that would test their resolve and their unity. As the days turned into weeks, Thalor and Rin worked tirelessly to strengthen their alliance and forge new bonds of friendship and cooperation. The United Alliance of Planets, once a distant collection of worlds, now stood as a unified force, bound together by mutual respect and trust. One day, as they stood atop a cliff overlooking Terra's majestic landscape, Rin turned to Thalor with a gleam in his eye. "The journey we have embarked upon has brought us to this moment, Captain Thalor. Together, we have faced the darkness and emerged stronger for it. But our true strength lies not in our weapons or our technology, but in our unity and our shared purpose." Thalor gazed out at the horizon, the sun setting in a blaze of colors across the sky. He knew that Rin spoke the truth. Their alliance was a beacon of hope and inspiration for all who sought peace and understanding in a galaxy rife with conflict and chaos. Together, they would continue their journey, exploring new horizons and forging a future built on cooperation and respect. And as the stars twinkled overhead, casting their light upon the world below, Captain Thalor and Rin stood side by side, ready to face whatever challenges the galaxy had in store for them. Their bond, forged in the crucible of war and strengthened by unity and compassion, would guide them on their path to new horizons, where the power of the Deathworlders and the spirit of the Alliance would shine brightly for all to see. Years had passed since the victory over the Voidborn and the forging of a powerful alliance between the United Alliance of Planets and the Deathworlders of Terra. Captain Thalor and Rin had become symbols of unity and cooperation in the galaxy, revered for their unwavering commitment to peace and understanding among all sentient beings. As the united forces of the Alliance and the Deathworlders continued their explorations and endeavors throughout the cosmos, their legacy of unity grew stronger with each passing mission. They traveled to distant worlds, encountered new species, and shared their knowledge and technology with those in need, spreading a message of cooperation and harmony wherever they went. One fateful day, as they journeyed to a remote star system on the edge of known space, they received a distress signal from a planet plagued by conflict and turmoil. Thalor and Rin knew that their help was needed, and they wasted no time in redirecting their course to aid those in need. Upon arriving at the troubled planet, they were met with hostility and suspicion from the warring factions that had torn the world apart. Thalor and Rin stood as beacons of hope and peace, their presence a reminder of the power of unity and understanding in the face of division and strife. Despite the initial resistance, Thalor and Rin worked tirelessly to mediate the conflicts and broker a lasting peace among the warring factions. Their combined wisdom, compassion, and strength brought the opposing sides to the negotiating table, where they began to heal old wounds and forge new alliances based on mutual respect and cooperation. As the planet began to rebuild and reconcile, Thalor and Rin knew that their legacy of unity had taken root in the hearts and minds of all who witnessed their efforts. The once divided factions now stood united, their differences set aside in the pursuit of a brighter future for their world and for the galaxy as a whole. Standing side by side, overlooking the planet's restored landscape, Thalor and Rin exchanged a knowing glance. Their journey had been long and fraught with challenges, but their shared vision of a galaxy united in peace and understanding had never wavered. "Our legacy will endure long after we are gone," Rin said, his voice tinged with quiet pride. "The power of unity and cooperation is a force that transcends time and space, binding us all together in a shared destiny." Thalor nodded, a sense of fulfillment washing over him. "Together, we have shown that even in the face of darkness and despair, hope and unity can prevail. Our alliance is a testament to the strength of the indomitable spirit of the Deathworlders and the unwavering dedication of the Alliance to a future built on peace and understanding." And as they prepared to depart the healed planet, leaving behind a legacy of unity and cooperation that would inspire generations to come, Captain Thalor and Rin knew that their journey was far from over. For in the vast expanse of the cosmos, where the power of the Deathworlders and the spirit of the Alliance shone brightly, there would always be new horizons to explore, new challenges to overcome, and new opportunities to spread the message of peace and unity to all who sought it. Years passed, and the legacy of Captain Thalor and Rin, the Deathworlders of Terra, continued to resonate throughout the galaxy. Their stories of unity, courage, and compassion had become the stuff of legends, inspiring countless beings across the cosmos to strive for harmony and understanding in a universe filled with both beauty and danger. As the United Alliance of Planets and the Deathworlders of Terra embarked on new missions of exploration and diplomacy, they encountered challenges that tested the very essence of their alliance. From the depths of uncharted space to the bustling centers of galactic civilization, they remained steadfast in their commitment to peace and cooperation, setting an example for all who sought to follow in their footsteps. One day, on a routine patrol mission near the outer fringes of the galaxy, Captain Thalor's ship received a distress call from a peaceful colony under attack by a ruthless marauder fleet. Without hesitation, Thalor and Rin rallied their forces and set a course for the besieged colony, determined to defend the innocent and uphold the values of their alliance. As they arrived at the colony, the marauder fleet unleashed a barrage of weapons fire, threatening to overwhelm the inhabitants and destroy everything they had worked so hard to build. Thalor and Rin led the charge, their ships weaving through the chaotic battlefield with precision and skill, determined to turn the tide of the conflict in favor of peace and justice. In the midst of the fierce battle, Thalor's ship took a direct hit, its systems failing and its crew facing imminent danger. Rin, fueled by a primal rage and a fierce determination, took the lead, his ship becoming a weapon of destruction against the marauder fleet, cutting a path through their ranks with unwavering resolve. The tide turned in favor of the Alliance as the marauders fell back, their forces decimated by the united front of the United Alliance of Planets and the Deathworlders of Terra. Thalor, injured but determined, looked out at the battlefield, his heart filled with pride at the display of unity and strength that had brought them victory once more. As the dust settled and the colony was saved from destruction, Thalor and Rin stood side by side, their eyes meeting in a silent exchange of understanding and respect. The legacy of their alliance, forged in the crucible of war and strengthened by the bonds of friendship and cooperation, had once again proven to be an enduring light in the darkness of the galaxy. "Our journey is far from over," Rin said, his voice filled with a quiet resolve. "As long as there are beings in need of help and worlds in need of protection, we will be there to uphold the values of unity and compassion that have guided us on this path." Thalor nodded, a sense of gratitude and appreciation filling his heart. The power of the Deathworlders and the spirit of the Alliance will continue to shine brightly, inspiring all who seek peace and understanding in a galaxy filled with challenges and opportunities. Our legacy will endure, a beacon of hope for future generations to come. And as they prepared to set course for new horizons, where new challenges awaited and new triumphs beckoned, Captain Thalor and Rin knew that their alliance would stand as a testament to the enduring light of unity and compassion, a guiding star in it. The vast expanse of the cosmos, shining brightly for all who sought its message of peace and harmony. I'm glad you're enjoying the story. Here is the final chapter of this tale. Time passed, and the legacy of Captain Thalor, Rin, and their alliance between the United Alliance of Planets and the Deathworlders of Terra continued to echo through the annals of history. Their tales of bravery, unity, and compassion became the foundation upon which a new era of cooperation and understanding flourished throughout the galaxy. As the United Alliance and the Deathworlders ventured further into the uncharted regions of space, they encountered wonders and challenges beyond imagination. They explored ancient ruins, made contact with enigmatic civilizations, and forged new alliances with species both familiar and strange, always guided by the principles of peace and cooperation that had defined their alliance from the beginning. One day, while on a diplomatic mission to a distant star system, Captain Thalor's ship received a distress signal from a world on the brink of destruction. A cataclysmic event threatened to wipe out all life on the planet, and the inhabitants looked to the United Alliance and the Deathworlders for aid in their hour of need. Thalor and Rin knew that they had to act swiftly to prevent the impending disaster. They called upon their allies from across the galaxy, rallying a coalition of species determined to save the doomed planet and preserve its rich tapestry of life for future generations. As they arrived at the planet, they were met with a scene of devastation. The skies raged with storms, the ground trembled with seismic activity, and the inhabitants huddled together in fear and despair. Thalor and Rin stood at the forefront of the coalition, their voices raised in solidarity and hope, a beacon of light in the darkness that threatened to consume the planet. Working together with their allies, they devised a plan to restore balance to the planet and avert the catastrophe that loomed on the horizon. Thalor's crew, Rin's Deathworlders, and their diverse coalition of allies labored tirelessly, using their collective knowledge and skills to harness the planet's energies and bring about a transformation that would save it from destruction. As the final moments approached, Thalor and Rin stood side by side, their hands outstretched towards the planet, channeling their combined strength and determination into a powerful energy that enveloped the world in a radiant glow. The heavens parted, the storms abated, and the ground stilled as a wave of tranquility swept over the beleaguered planet. The inhabitants looked up in awe and wonder as the darkness receded, replaced by a vibrant tapestry of life and light that shimmered with the promise of a new beginning. Thalor and Rin had saved the planet from certain doom, their alliance and their legacy shining brightly as an eternal flame of hope and renewal in the galaxy. As they departed the rejuvenated planet, Captain Thalor and Rin knew that their journey was far from over. The lessons they had learned, the bonds they had forged, and the legacy they had left behind would continue to guide them on their path to new horizons, where the power of unity and compassion would forever be the driving force in their quest for peace and understanding. And so, as they looked out towards the endless expanse of the cosmos, where the stars glittered like 1,000 beacons of hope, Captain Thalor, Rin, and their allies knew that their alliance would endure, a testament to the enduring power of unity and the eternal flame of compassion that burned brightly in the hearts of all who sought to make the galaxy a better place for present and future generations to come. I'm glad you're enjoying the story. Here is Chapter 8. In the wake of their triumph on the rejuvenated planet, Captain Thalor, Rin, and their allies from the United Alliance of Planets and the Deathworlders of Terra continued their journey across the galaxy. Their alliance had become a beacon of hope and inspiration, a testament to the power of unity and cooperation in the face of adversity. As they traveled from world to world, they encountered new civilizations, exchanged knowledge and ideas, and forged lasting friendships with beings from all corners of the cosmos. Their legacy had transcended the boundaries of individual worlds, uniting diverse species in a shared vision of peace, understanding, and progress. One day, while attending a grand diplomatic gathering on a neutral planet at the heart of the galaxy, Thalor and Rin found themselves drawn into a conflict that threatened to shatter the fragile peace that had been painstakingly built over generations. A rogue faction of militant extremists sought to disrupt the harmony of the galaxy, spreading fear and chaos wherever they went. Thalor and Rin knew that they had to act swiftly to prevent the extremists from plunging the galaxy into war. They called upon their allies, old and new, to join them in a coalition of peace and unity, determined to confront the threat head-on and restore order to the galaxy. As the rogue faction launched an assault on the diplomatic gathering, chaos erupted as ships clashed in space and battles raged on the planet's surface. Thalor and Rin led the charge, their voices raised in defiance, their weapons ready to defend the innocent and uphold the values of their alliance. In the midst of the fierce conflict, Thalor and Rin stood back to back, their movements synchronized, their hearts beating as one. They fought not just for the present, but for the future of the galaxy, where unity and understanding reigned supreme over fear and discord. Through their tireless efforts and unwavering resolve, the rogue faction was defeated, their ambitions of destruction thwarted by the united front of the Alliance. The galaxy breathed a collective sigh of relief as peace was restored, thanks to the courage and compassion of Captain Thalor, Rin, and their allies. As they stood amidst the wreckage of the conflict, Thalor and Rin exchanged a knowing glance. Their journey had been long and filled with challenges, but their alliance had proven time and time again that the power of unity and cooperation could overcome any obstacle in the path to a brighter future for all sentient beings. Our alliance has faced many trials, but it is in moments like these that our true strength shines through, Rin said, his voice filled with quiet certainty. Together, we have shown that the power of unity is greater than any force that seeks to divide us. Thalor nodded, a sense of pride and gratitude filling his heart. The galaxy is a symphony of diverse voices and perspectives, but when we come together in harmony, we create a melody that transcends time and space. Our legacy is not just our own, but the collective legacy of all who stand for peace and understanding in a galaxy filled with challenges and opportunities. And as they prepared to depart the neutral planet, leaving behind a galaxy at peace once more, Captain Thalor, Rin, and their allies understood that their journey was far from over. For in the ever-changing cosmos, where the myriad voices of sentient beings echoed through the stars, they would continue to be the guiding light, the beating heart, and the eternal flame of hope for a galaxy united in the spirit of peace, understanding, and cooperation. As the crew of the Galaxy Voyager stood before the Cosmic Guardian, enveloped in the pulsating energies of the rift, a sense of awe and anticipation washed over them. The being's presence seemed to transcend the boundaries of reality, its form shimmering with an ethereal radiance that hinted at the vastness of its power and wisdom. "You have journeyed far, travelers of the stars," the Cosmic Guardian spoke, its voice resonating like a symphony of celestial harmonies. "The convergence of paths has brought you to this nexus, where destinies intertwine and the fabric of the universe unfolds before you. Embrace the truths that await, for they hold the keys to unlocking the mysteries of existence." Captain Harkin and his crew exchanged knowing glances, a silent communication passing between them that spoke of the unspoken bond that had guided them through countless trials and tribulations. With a shared resolve, they stepped forward, ready to face whatever revelations awaited them in the heart of the rift. The Cosmic Guardian extended a shimmering hand, gesturing towards a swirling portal that beckoned them to step through and embark on a journey of cosmic significance. As the crew crossed the threshold, they felt a rush of energy envelop them, propelling them through the currents of space and time towards an unknown destination. When they emerged on the other side, they found themselves in a realm of pure cosmic beauty, where galaxies bloomed like celestial flowers and nebulas shimmered with a kaleidoscope of colors. They stood on the precipice of eternity, gazing out into the vast expanse of the cosmos with a sense of wonder and humility. The Cosmic Guardian hovered before them, a radiant presence against the backdrop of the infinite cosmos. "Behold the tapestry of creation," it spoke, its voice echoing through the void. "Each star, each planet, each living being is but a part of the cosmic symphony, a harmony of light and shadow, of life and death, woven together in an eternal dance of existence." As the crew absorbed the magnitude of the sight before them, they felt a profound connection to the cosmic forces that bound them together, transcending individuality and becoming a symphony of unity in their own right. They understood that their journey was not just a quest for knowledge or adventure, but a cosmic odyssey that resonated with the very essence of the universe itself. In that moment of revelation, Captain Harkin and his crew felt a deep sense of purpose and belonging, knowing that they were but threads in the tapestry of creation, woven together by the bonds of unity and shared destiny. They embraced their role in the cosmic symphony, ready to play their part with courage and compassion, knowing that their actions would echo through the vastness of space and time. And so, as the crew stood on the threshold of infinity, surrounded by the cosmic wonders that stretched out before them, they felt a sense of peace and fulfillment wash over them. Their journey was far from over, but they faced the unknown with hearts united and spirits resilient, ready to embrace the mysteries and wonders that awaited them in the ever-expanding cosmos.